Felley Priory garden. Now, the gardens are absolutely lovely. If anybody chatting, I hope. There we go. Let's have a little walk around. The topiary here in the garden is renowned for being some of the best in the country. And it is quite spectacular, which we'll have a look at soon. Hello, Mike. Hello. How are you? This is the first live with my new gimbal. So hopefully you're getting a nice smooth picture, and hopefully it's nice and clear. How are you, Mike? I'm so pleased you've joined me. So we're here in the UK and we're just having a little walk around Felley Priory Gardens. Whereabouts are you in the world, Mike? Are you in the US or the UK? I just thought I'd show everybody a lovely, lovely British garden. Some flowers. It's a beautiful day here today. It is. It's a lovely day. Brooklyn, oh hi. Well, I never. How lovely. So what do you think so far? Don't know whether anybody else will join us. How's the picture now and how's the sound? I know the sound can sometimes be a bit strange, but I haven't set up my microphone yet, so but I will. Oops, just getting used to my gimbal. There, isn't that lovely? Well, I say, unfortunately it's not my view, but it's not far from where I live actually. It's only 5 minutes down the road from where I live. So as I say, that's where I live in Nottingham. And this property, as I say, we can't actually go in. Sound's going in and out for a moment, but not bad. Okay. So hopefully when I get my microphone set up on future streams, things will be better. So I'm sorry about the sound. Apologies for that. But yeah, this is a place called Felley Priory. It's was owned originally by the Chorworth Musters family, which were local landowners and mine owners. So they owned a lot of land. The family's now died out, unfortunately. Let's see if I can zoom in on these birdies. No, I can't, but I'm sure you can see them. There we are. The friend that we've met across the road, across the lake there. So the house is really, really old. The lady of the house, we used to see her in the garden quite a lot. She used to do the garden herself, and she's done a wonderful job. Most of it's been laid out by her. This lake area is a relatively new area within the last few years. And this is grown beautifully. There we are, a few buttercups. So what's it like in New York right now? Brooklyn, yeah. What's it like over there right now? We're having a bit of a break in the weather because it's been, well, it's been horrible the last few weeks. And tomorrow it's going to rain again. We're going to get some weather. Oh, cowslips, that's very late. Pretty tea rose. A little overcast, yeah. It's kind of, I don't know whether you can see the blue sky there. As I say, it's not going to last for long, unfortunately. That's why we grabbed today to do this live stream. See, that's technically Sherwood Forest. We'll stick rain weather pattern, it seems, yeah. As I say, we're going to be stuck in over the weekend, unfortunately, because, as I say, the weather's going to close in again. In fact, it's been pretty dismal last month and this month. But we'll see how the weather pans out. To be honest, I hope it's not going to get too hot again this year, because we were getting temperatures of 35, 37 degrees last year, which for me is just way too much. I hate it. I really do. It's not my thing. I know in America, the New York, sometimes the weather can get very hot, but on the other extreme it can get very cold and snowy and blizzardy. So I think the weather there is more extreme than we get. Here we are, Wildflower Meadows, but there's not much going on at the moment. So the grass is deliberately long to encourage wildlife and insects and things. So there's not much going on at the moment. However, there we go, there's the house. It's now owned by a private family. Oh, a bit of a butterfly. Probably can't see that really. It's owned by a private family, so the house is now a private family home. However, we're very lucky in that they still allow the garden to be open to the public on most days of the week. Apologies for being out of breath. It's lockdown has caused us all to be very unfit. I mean, I'm unfit at the best of times, but there we are. Wish I lived here. Actually, no, I don't, because I bet it's quite drafty. It's a really, really old building. Probably 300 or 400 years old. Which means it's probably quite drafty in winter. Yeah, extreme heat is horrendous. I just can't stand the heat myself. Oh, you've gone. Yeah, lockdown's practically gone now. Still precautions for inside. I know in Disney the no masks, no distancing, nothing. Must be quite worrying, I don't know. Just walk past some people, they probably think I'm talking to myself. Yeah, we can eat indoors now. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, yeah, we have to wear masks indoors, but we're allowed to eat indoors now, which is good. Over winter and spring, we had to eat outdoors, which was not ideal. Tent marquees and things were put up for people to be technically outside to follow the rules. So actually I might just go around this way first of all, because normally I go around the other way, but there we are. So, but outside we don't have to wear masks. See the incredible topiary, the yew hedges. Incredible, isn't it, really? If there's anything in particular you want to see, then let me know. Oh, some French lavender.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure on the variety. There should be.
Oh no, it's English lavender, I lie. How about having this? I hope you're enjoying it. It's I don't know whether it's a bit boring listening to me yabbering on. There we are. So I know what it's like. Oh well.
Otherwise, it wants to go even more.
Mold. There we are. How about that? As far as I know, this house hasn't been used in any films or programmes or anything, which I'm surprised about. There, what do you think of this? This is my favourite bit. Still lagging. I don't know what I can do about it, to be honest. You see it? I can only hope that I get into a better position with signal for you. Oh, but it's so pretty. Wow. These beautiful flowers. Yeah, we are in the middle of nowhere, technically. So unfortunately, so I'm really hoping you're getting as much of this, because this is the best, very best bit of the garden, and I love this bit the most. So how's the gimbal working? Is it nice and steady? I hope it's okay. We are so lucky to have this on our doorsteps. And of course we can visit more or less any time we want to. Have to pay an entrance fee, of course, but oh, I'm pleased. Oh, let me know if there's anything you want to see, or etc, etc. But it's a lovely, lovely old house. The Chaworth Musters used to own another house across the other side of the unfortunately what is now the motorway, called Annesley Hall. Annesley Hall is now derelict, unfortunately, because unfortunately they had one heir to the family. Look at Bumblebee doing his work. So the family unfortunately killed. She was killed at a young age. Ironically, on the motorway that was built through their land. Oh, look at the bees. Busy, busy bees. You're the tour guide. Never been to London or neighbouring parts. Appreciate the history and everything you show. Oh, you're very, very welcome, Mike. I'm very pleased you're enjoying it. At least I'm not talking to myself, which I'm very grateful for. It's nice to have somebody live. Normally I have more people popping in, but a lot of people have a look at these lives later. Yeah. Now the other interesting thing is that Newstead Abbey is very close to here. In fact, it's just on the other side of the hills there. And for anybody who knows or whatever, that Newstead Abbey was the home of Lord Byron, the poet and playboy of his time. How about this? Isn't that pretty? I think this is called the White Garden. Wow, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, so Lord Byron again is within spitting distance, so to speak, of where I live. I'm very, very lucky. And also we have Woollerton Hall, which was used in Batman the Dark Knight film as Wayne Manor. Just up the road about 30 minutes is Hardwick Hall, which was used as Malfoy Manor in Harry Potter. So there is a lot of local places. Great to hear your voice. I hate my voice, but I'm getting used to it. I only get to chat in text on another live stream. Yes, I only get to chat, so it's you get to hear my real voice. Oh yes, there's masses and masses of history, so what I'm intending to do is show everybody local place to, because I'm only a tiny little channel, but nevertheless I use the channel really just to show people all the nice things in the UK, and I hope I shall try to do a good job if I can. There we go, just show you the Wildflower Meadow again. So it's not doing very much, it's not, look at this old house, it's incredible. That tiny window up there, it almost feels like something from, well, Harry Potter, or I don't know, just seems really mysterious. Oh, this garden's absolutely lovely. I love this garden so much. Oh, let's have a look through there. So yes, there's the Newstead Abbey. I plan to go to Newstead Abbey sometime and show you Newstead Abbey, the gardens, and inside the house itself. Because you can actually go around the house. It's open to the public. It's owned actually by our local county council, as are a lot of places, historic halls and houses, because in the 1960s and 50s. Unfortunately, a lot of houses, big houses, were in decline and couldn't afford to run these big stately homes. So a lot were sold to councils, sold privately, some were left, sold the contents and left derelict. So there are hundreds and hundreds of stately homes in private or public hands. We also have an organisation over here called the National Trust. Now, the National Trust is a trust. They maintain and look after and open historic buildings to the public. You can either pay a membership or a one-off entry fee. And they have hundreds of properties all over the country. So wherever you are in the country, there's bound to be a National Trust property. How about that for a secret garden doorway? Isn't that incredible? Now, if they repaired that and made it new, it wouldn't look anywhere near as nice now, would it? Oh, through the secret garden, into the secret garden. Oh, look at all these roses. Wow. Cool. Oh, beautiful. So yes, we're very, very lucky over here to have the National Trust. And also another organisation, which is again a public organisation, is the English Heritage, which again has hundreds of properties up and down the country which are open to the public. Wow, I'll take you around here properly. Let's give you a little tour. So properties often don't have a roof on, but National Trust properties often mostly have a roof on. So it's generally that's how you know it's which property it is. The English Heritage, they own Roman villas, ruins of Roman villas. They own derelict castles, all which for a small fee, relatively small fee, can be visited. Or if you have membership, they're all free. So you pay a membership, say, I don't know, about 50 odd pound a year, 50-60 pounds, and you can get in any property anywhere in the country. Oh, it is quite peaceful except for my voice. Oh, lovely, lovely. Not seen those plants before. Look interesting. Wow. Oh, thank you. I hate my voice. I think I sound terrible. But all I can say is if it's okay, then stay with me. If not, then there's always the off button. I hope I'm showing everybody everything okay. I'm not going too fast, I hope. There. Oh, the birds are singing. Unfortunately, but overall it's very, very peaceful. Love the accent. Oh, I try my best. Oh, I'm so happy you're enjoying this. Let's see, such lovely, lovely flowers. They're just so beautiful here. As I say, I am very, but on the whole, oh, look at that, isn't that just... So I'm absolutely delighted to be able to show you. If you have any questions, then do ask. I'm reasonably knowledgeable about the UK. I don't have the best knowledge in the world, but I have a reasonable knowledge. So if there's anything you need to know or would like to know, I will be very happy to. Can't believe all these lovely, lovely roses and flowers. Hello, Princess Tessa, how are you? I'm just showing round a garden that's local to us. It's only about 5 minutes drive from where I live, which I'm very, very lucky. And it's called Felley Priory. I'm presuming that in the past it must have been the site of a priory, but I don't know whether you know your history at all, but when in Henry VIII's reign there was a massive change in the country. Felley Priory Gardens, and I hope you're liking this. Oh, it's not my beautiful garden, unfortunately. It's one that's just a bit up the road. Any amusement parks in the... Yes, there is. Other landmarks? I do indeed. Yes, lots of other landmarks. Yes, whenever I am out and about, I plan to live stream things around the UK. So whenever I'm about, so I'm afraid the lives are very, very spontaneous. I have no plan, unfortunately. I don't... pretty. For now. Yes, so this is Felley Priory Garden, which is about 5 minutes down the road from me, and is a gorgeous garden year round pretty much. I don't know what's around here. That's the orchard down there. There's not much going off around there at the moment, but I'm just showing you around the rose garden. Yeah, so everybody, welcome to my little channel. It's only little, so it's just really just to show all my lovely American friends and anybody who's watching. It is a bit like Alice in Wonderland, you're right, all these wonderful roses. Just to show all my lovely American friends bits other than London of the UK. As you can see, Queen V, I've got my nice new gimbal, so hopefully the picture is nice and steady, although I know the sound's a bit probably not perfect, but I plan... Can you hear that? That's the house clock dinging. I plan to get my microphone up and running, hopefully. I want to really show everybody that there's actually more than just London to visit. I know that's probably what the adverts feed you, feed the general public mostly, is the London to visit, but there's lots more in the UK to see. Oh gosh, we've got a break in the weather as well. Wow, the sun's come out. We weren't expecting the sun out today, but that's rather nice. Oh, I'm so pleased everybody's here. Hey Maggie, how are you? Oh, I know these streams are quite impromptu, so I know I don't sort of advertise them as such because I don't know whether people would be interested or not. So I just do them, and if people love to drop in, then that's fabulous. I'm so pleased. So if I can just cover again the history of this property. This place is called Felley Priory. It was owned until very recently by the Chorworth Musters family. Chorworth Musters was a local large but unfortunately the last of the family passed away recently. Oh, just love your story. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm on my new gimbal, so hopefully a nice clear picture. Nice clear in the last few years. So the house is now in private ownership, but very kindly, thank goodness, the garden is still open to the public. So we can visit the garden pretty much anytime we like. Secret entrance, look at this. I'll just turn around in a second. Look, 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 look. How about that? How about that for a secret garden entrance? Isn't that amazing? Epa, Christy J. I just love that. That just, I mean, they couldn't renovate that because it would just lose its character, I think. But that is just awesome, that is, if you ask me. I just love that entrance. It does feel a bit like fairy tale, you're right. So let's see if we can get in the main garden. So yes, the Chorworth Musters passed away. House in private hands and still open to the public. Around here, this part of Nottinghamshire is called the Dukeries. Now, the reason it's called the Dukeries is because we had a lot of dukes who lived in various stately homes around here. One was Newstead Abbey, which was Lord Byron, the poet, from 1700s, 1800s, I don't know when. Not really followed his work, but you know. But there's lots and lots of dukes and stately homes around here. This is the famous topiary, and we have lots and lots of wonderful stately homes, some of which I plan to visit, which are open to the public. How about this topiary? Isn't it amazing? Yes, yes, Princess Tessa. Want to go to Hardwick Hall, which again, it was used for the outside was used for the film Malfoy Mansion in Harry Potter. Yes, Christy, I know, it's just so beautiful. Let's pan you around here. There we are, we're back. How often are the bushes and everything maintained? Regularly. The summer beds here, probably probably won't be touched now for a good few more weeks. But obviously as things die later on in the summer, they'll need pulling out. So they're all planted probably every year, fresh. Ah, a broken sundial. That makes sense, because we don't get much sun. That makes sense. Is it hot? It is actually really quite warm today for us. It's really quite warm. It is 21 degrees, which I think's about 80 odd degrees, perhaps a bit warmer, I'm not sure. But if somebody could look that up, that would be fabulous. The lovely plants. What's the time? Gone 4 o'clock, so actually the garden's technically closed. So really I ought to go scram, but there we are. How about sitting on that lovely seat, looking at the garden. So yeah, so we'll just walk up here. I hadn't realised it was 4 o'clock. 70 here, is it there? So I don't know how it translates into Fahrenheit, but yes, it's about 21 degrees here right now. So yes, I plan to go round, hopefully at some point I might go to Chatsworth Hall, which is home to the Duke and Duchess of Devonshire, which is one of the top estates and houses in the country. So that is really well worth seeing. The inside of that is absolutely incredible. I'm sure Maggie Jones might know of that. But the paintings are incredible. I mean, I would say it probably rivals like the Sistine Chapel, the paintings in Chatsworth House. So they really are super special. So I shall visit there. Hardwick Hall is a really old hall, that is. And that was owned by Bess of Hardwick. And Bess has got an awesome story. She is the original girl power, if you ask me. I have ultimate respect for Bess of Hardwick. And that is a brilliant story. You'll love that, I promise. So tune in for the Hardwick Hall visit. The house itself isn't one of the most spectacular, but it's still nice inside. It's very historic. And that one's owned by the National Trust. And Bess's story is just absolutely awesome. So yeah, so if I'm in a lovely garden somewhere, I shall be live streaming, or if it's interesting, if I think tea is high tea is usually of plates on a stand, usually 3 layers. Layer is often a selection of small cakes, and the top layer might consist of scones. I'm gonna have. Oh, I'm sorry about the lag. It's in the middle of nowhere. I shall vlog it for you. So this is it. There's not a great deal of Sherwood Forest left, and covered got to go. And I'm only too pleased to have shown around. There we are, look at that. Isn't it wonderful? So yes, sadly the house isn't open, but nevertheless the garden is, and we're very lucky. It's a bit of a little garden centre here, very tiny. That's probably about it. Well, oh, there's a big bird circling up there, a big hunter. So yes, that's Felley Priory Garden for you. And so I shall say goodbye, and thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the like if you enjoyed it, and if you would give me a comment and any negative the stream better. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Take care everybody. Bye for now.